A meadow marred the Pahalgam attack. On April 22, 2025, the serene beauty of Baisaran, a meadow nestled in the heart of Pahalgam, Jammu and Kashmir, was shattered. Gunmen opened fire on a group of unarmed tourists, turning a day of leisure into a scene of unimaginable horror. 27 innocent lives were lost, including 2 foreign nationals and an off-duty Indian Navy officer. Scores were injured. This heinous act sent shockwaves through India and sparked international condemnation. The immediate aftermath saw a flurry of official statements. The Indian government, led by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, wasted no time in pointing fingers at Pakistan. They labelled the attack as a cowardly act of cross-border terrorism, fueled by a hostile neighbour. The attack triggered a wave of grief and anger across India. Newspapers ran front-page stories with bold headlines, their stark black ink a mirror to the nation's mourning. Anti-Pakistan protests erupted in several cities, with people taking to the streets demanding justice for the victims. The blame game quickly escalated on social media, with hashtags condemning Pakistan trending nationwide. Amid the outrage and grief, questions linger. How did heavily armed militants infiltrate a zone fortified with military checkpoints? Why were there no warnings, no intelligence reports to prevent such a tragedy? The official narrative, while convenient and familiar, leaves an unsettling number of gaps. Eerie echoes, a history of violence and doubt. The Pahalgam attack is not an isolated incident. It joins a long and troubling list of violent incidents in Kashmir, each etched into the collective memory of the region. Incidents like the Chattisinghpura massacre in 2000 and the Pulwama attack in 2019 cast long shadows. These events, each with its own set of unanswered questions and inconsistencies, raise unsettling doubts about potential motives beyond what is officially presented. What's particularly striking is the timing of these attacks. They often coincide with politically sensitive periods in India. The Chattisinghpura massacre, for instance, occurred during the Clinton administration's visit to India, a time when improving US-India relations were at the forefront. Similarly, the Pulwama attack happened just months before the Indian general elections. This pattern of violence erupting at crucial political junctures raises eyebrows. It prompts uncomfortable questions about whether these incidents might be more than just acts of terror. Are they tragically exploited to serve political agendas, to incite nationalist sentiments and to demonize Pakistan? This recurring theme of violence, followed by heightened tensions and a lack of conclusive investigations, fuels skepticism towards the official narrative. It underscores the need for independent scrutiny to break free from the cycle of accusations and counter-accusations. Fortress of failures, security breaches and unanswered questions. Baisaran, the site of the attack, is not an easy target. Nestled deep within Pahalgam, accessible only by foot, it was considered a secure haven. The region is heavily militarized, with a significant presence of Indian security forces. The ease with which the militants reportedly infiltrated this high-security zone raises serious concerns about potential security lapses. It begs the question, how did a group of armed militants bypass multiple layers of security and reach a supposedly protected area? The official narrative, quick to blame Pakistan for orchestrating the attack, remains conspicuously silent on these critical security failures. The attack has exposed vulnerabilities in the region's security apparatus. This lack of accountability is concerning. It undermines public trust and fuels suspicions of a possible cover-up. The government's response, focusing solely on condemning Pakistan and vowing revenge, does little to address the underlying security concerns. It also sidetracks from the crucial need for a thorough and transparent investigation into the incident. The fog of information, disinformation in the digital age. In the hours and days following the Pahalgam attack, a wave of information, misinformation and disinformation flooded traditional and social media. While established media houses largely echoed the government's narrative, social media became a breeding ground for unverified claims, hate speech and propaganda. A network of bot accounts and influencers with dubious credentials churned out inflammatory content, further inflaming public sentiment against Pakistan. One such example is the curious case of Baba Banaras, a self-proclaimed astrologer whose video predicting the attack went viral just hours after the incident. This coordinated disinformation campaign, riddled with factual inaccuracies and outlandish claims, reeks of a premeditated attempt to shape the narrative and demonize Pakistan. The incident highlights the dangers of weaponizing information in the digital age. The line between truth and falsehood becomes increasingly blurred as fabricated narratives spread like wildfire, amplified by algorithms and fueled by fear and outrage. This toxic information ecosystem makes it increasingly challenging to discern fact from fiction. It underscores the urgent need for media literacy and critical thinking to navigate the treacherous waters of online information. The Pahalgam attack, while a horrific tragedy, serves as a stark reminder of the power and peril of information in shaping public opinion and influencing geopolitical events. It highlights the crucial need for independent and credible investigations to cut through the noise and establish the truth. Only then can we hope to break free from the cycle of violence and mistrust that has plagued the region for far too long.